Hey guys, welcome to a new video of Russian Fishing 4, and in this video I wanted to explain the chat to you. So to open the chat, press Q. There we go. We have a chat on top, and then we have players, we've got messages. Here it states Elks Watering Place, 11 players. Here we have what's going on in the chat, and then here we have this blinking stripe. That means it is ready to type. So in here you can type in a message, hi there, and by pressing enter it will go into the chat. With the chat open, everything in game is being prevented for you, so you cannot walk, you cannot pick up your rod or anything. To close the chat, simply hit escape, and there you go. To open it up again, press Q, and that's it. This is actually the location where you are on. So there are different locations on each water body, and currently we are at Elk's Watering Place. If we were to move to let's see. I'll give you the message. Here we go. Location Drunk Path. Now we get to Drunk Path, and instead of the 10 players that we had earlier, only now we got 3 players. So this chat will only work with the players that are in your vicinity, not all the players that are on the map, let alone all the players from the different water bodies. You cannot talk with that. You have to go to the vicinity that they're in. So here we got location Elk's Watering Place. That is popping up in the right corner. And we got Ugly Pete that is responding to us. To see who is in your same location, go to players. And here we go. So we got our own. And then we got Kishnar, Henrik Smith, Rexham, RPAOMZ, Camilla's, Cannon Fodder, Bettis, Ugly Pete, and Dixon UK. These are the guys that and girls that we can chat with while we are chatting here. And if we hover over a name, you actually get these 3 icons. So first up you get an envelope. This is for sending private messages. Then next up you get a icon of a player, and that actually will go to player profile. And then third up you have 2 arrows, one going to the left, one going to the right. That is the offer and exchange button. That is a feature that is currently not implemented into the game yet. So you can click on it, but you'll only get a message. This functionality is not implemented in the current version of the game. It will be available in future versions of the game. This is actually the trade system. Okay, so let's say we want to have a look at Ugly Pete. He said hi. There we go. You click on it. He is level 13, his in-game days are 59, he broke 0 rods, 0 reels, he lost 27 fish, he caught 1,321, he got 1 trophy, and no rare trophies. So this basically gives you an overview of the statistics of the player. You can see his record cast, his record catch on float, record on spinning, record on bottom, his strongest contestant, the most risky catch, maximum experience, and the biggest amount of silver that he caught. And then over here we click on achievements. You can see which achievement he so far has unlocked. In a different video I'll explain the achievements and statistics and your own player profile a bit more. So that is how it works. Now if we want to talk to a buddy of us, but he is not in the vicinity here, and for some reason he's prevented to reach you on that section, what you do simply is you type in a name. So let's type in my main account name here, Lady of Games. We hit global search. There we go, level 28. We hit the envelope, and then here we can talk. Now Lady of Games, my main account, I'll send a bunch of stuff over to my YouTube account over here, so will be a bit better and more able to make videos. And then here we can talk. Hey lady, this is your YouTube alter ego. And there you go. Now we send a private message to my main account and say this is, if this was a different person, then they can reply to us with a message in here. And those messages, they will actually pop up here in message. So now, and as you can see, early on I sent a message to Catchy. Actually, I had to redo this video 5 times because I constantly got interrupted by phone calls. So I sent a message to Catchy. He has replied, and that actually shows up as an envelope with the symbol +1. There's another method that you can see, and that's if you press escape. You go to the main menu, and then here's this messages +1. So you click on it, it automatically opens up, and then here we can go to Catchy. And here I wrote him hi, showing the chat to the viewers, and he said hi back. So that is how this message system works. Now, if Catchy and I, if we do not talk with each other for a long period of time, eventually these messages disappear. So if you're talking to your buddy and then you both take a break for like 3 weeks and then you both come back and you want to search in your messages, hey, where was the chat I left on with my buddy because I want to start it up again, you'll actually find that it's gone. You need to go back to players, search it through the global search, get his name back up, and then use the envelope button to start talking again. So that is how it works. Now over here we can actually see Lady Games, that is just regular, and then over here we got Catchy and we got J Hendrix, and they both have a green dot behind their name. Excuse me. That means that they are online. So that is how this works. This shows who of your buddies and messages are online and who's not. So Lady Games is offline, obviously, and then but Catchy and Jimmy are online, and then that allows me to send a message to them. So guys, what else will you be able to see in chat? Well, you can see who consumed anything. By the way, this is being fixed. The capitals, Lady Games consumed with capital. Everything you eat or drink will be shown in the chat here. And then also your catches are being shown, the decent catches. So some fish are considered to be, because they have reached a certain weight, they are considered to be good specimens of the species, and those are being shown in chat next to trophy fish and rare trophy fish. Lucky fish, not all the time. But here we can see that Cannon Fodder, he had a fish that got away, so he lost the fish, but Henrik Smith had a gibble carp of 444 gram. But for instance, say a gibble carp of 220 gram will not show because it's not considered to be a decent specimen of its species. And then there are also other messages, but for that I need to turn it on again. You have location records and absolute records. And the reason I turn these off is because on Sundays the game can be a bit laggy. There's actually a bug going on in chat. And at some point you might see that instead of names it's all numbers. What helps to get rid of the numbers and to get rid of sort of the lag is to turn off these let's go back to settings, to turn off location records and absolute records. But for the sake of the video purpose, say there is a location record not showing right here, but location record simply means someone caught the biggest fish on this particular lake or on one of the other lakes, but it's the biggest fish caught, the top 5. It will be shown in here, and the 2 goes for absolute fish. So if we go here, go to records, leaderboard. So for instance, Protons, he just caught this bleak 128 grams. Then this is actually going to be shown in the chat. Now Protons caught a 128 gram bleak, and it will show as a weekly record or as an absolute record. This message will not only show on the Mosquito Lake, this message will actually be shown on all the lakes. And then the depending on whether it's weekly or an absolute record, it will state that. So that is why you sometimes see that someone has got like a 80-kilogram catfish, but you're on a mosquito lake and you're like wondering why, but nobody has got a catfish here on this lake. Well, that is because it's shown as an absolute or as a weekly record. So that is it, guys. That is the chat feature. Here we have Flea weekly common carp. Now, common carp you can actually get here. Morlock got a weekly white bream. Robson got a weekly Christian carp, a weekly silver bream, a days, a pike. For instance, here, Shab. I'll just call you Shab, buddy, sorry. He got a weekly record of a Kaori char. Now, that one you cannot catch on Mosquito. This one you can only catch on Lake Kaori, level 16 lake. But because it's a weekly record, he hit the top 5. It gets announced on all water bodies. So that is what this is. If, like I said before, if you're noticing that instead of names it's starting all with numbers and the game becomes a bit laggy, turn off the weekly and absolute records, and then it gets fine again. Okay, guys, so yeah, that's it in terms of chat and all its features that the game offers right now. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe. If you got any comments, leave them down below. And if you got any questions about the game, please go to the Russian Fishing forums, r4game.com/forum. And there are folks there 24/7, and they will be able to help you with any questions that you might have. Obviously, I don't mind if you ask me a question here on YouTube. It's just that I'm not around 24/7 on my YouTube, and I cannot respond as fast as the guys can over there on the forums. So, but having that said, feel free to leave any questions that you might have below as well, and I'll get back to you at my earliest convenience. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time again with Russian Fishing 4. Bye bye.